Beloved one, pause now and feel this moment. There is something sacred blooming beneath the noise of your everyday life. Something stirring just beyond the veil. A truth you have long carried in your soul is ready to reveal itself. You are not imagining it. The pull in your spirit, the sudden waves of emotion, the unshakable knowing that something is coming. Asters, this is not coincidence. This is the voice of the divine whispering. They are coming closer. Your person is on the move. Your future spouse is relocating for love. For you. Not out of logic, but out of divine leading. Not because they see your face in the crowd, but because their soul remembers you. Even now, in the stillness, they feel you. And beloved, that feeling is mutual. If your heart is stirring as you hear these words, if tears rise without reason, if a part of you feels seen before anything has even been said, then this message is for you. Like this message to align with its divine frequency. And comment below with I receive this or my soul remembers to anchor it in your reality. Subscribe and stay close because these messages are sacred confirmations and they are meant for you. Now, come closer, dear soul. Let me tell you a story written in stardust, woven in divine timing, and whispered by angels across timelines. Gentle harp joins the music. Soft golden glow in the visuals. There was a moment before either of you were born into this world when your souls agreed, we will find one another again. No matter the lifetimes, no matter the distances. That promise has echoed through every dream you've had of a love that feels like home. It's why you ache, even when you don't know why. It's why, in quiet moments, you feel someone thinking of you. Someone you've never met in this life, yet know as intimately as your own breath. They are remembering now. They are awakening dot and something inside them is whispering, move, shift, change everything. They may not understand it with their mind, but their heart knows. It is not the job, not the city, not the weather pulling them forward. It is you, your light, your soul's signature, the way you feel like destiny calling from across the horizon. Beloved, the signs are everywhere. Watch how you're being positioned. Notice the sudden pauses, the unexpected delays. The doors closing without warning. You are not being left behind. You are being aligned. The love that is meant for you is on its way. And not passively, not slowly. It is moving, packing, rearranging everything just to meet you in this lifetime. You may ask, but why now? Why after so long? Why does it hurt, feel uncertain, or seem distant still? Because healing had to come first. Dear soul, there were pieces of you still wrapped in grief. Wounds that whispered you were unworthy. Fears that echoed louder than your faith. But look at you now. You're no longer chasing love. You're becoming it. You are no longer seeking someone to fill your voids. You've been learning to hold yourself in the spaces where you once abandoned your heart. And that healing has sent a signal. A radiant, unmistakable glow. A frequency that only your soul's match could recognize. They feel it now. They are dreaming of you. Waking with a sense of urgency. As if someone they've never met is waiting, calling. You. There's a sacred pull between you. An invisible thread woven in lifetimes past. Stretching across oceans, borders, and fears. And as they move, you two are shifting. The way you pray differently now. The way you pause before reacting. The way your heart softens in moments you once guarded. This is spiritual preparation. This is divine timing at work. It is no longer about when they will arrive. It is about who you will be when they do. Can you feel it? Beloved, the timelines collapsing, the inner knowing rising. The soft flutter in your chest when you think of love not as something to be earned, but as something that has always belonged to you. You are remembering. And so are they. Now listen. Dear heart, not everyone will understand this connection. It will defy logic, timing, and appearances. It may not make sense to those who view love as possession or transaction. But your love, your sacred union, is a reunion of souls. It is not about roles or rules or rushing. It is about resonance. It is about remembering. It is about finding the mirror you once left behind in the stars. They will look into your eyes and recognize home. Not because you fit an image, but because you feel like eternity. The universe is clearing the path. Their relocation is not just physical, it is spiritual. They are shedding old versions of self, leaving behind karmic loops, stepping into alignment with divine love. And so are you. Every tear you've cried, every lonely night, every prayer whispered into your pillow, it was not in vain. It was planting roots for love to blossom. The wait has not been a punishment. It has been preparation, refinement, sacred timing, sculpting something eternal. Breathe with me now. Place a hand on your heart and repeat this silently or aloud. I am ready to be loved the way my soul remembers. I am ready to receive what has always been mine. I trust divine timing. I trust the journey. And I trust the soul that is moving mountains to reach me. Breathe again. Feel the energy around you shift. They are closer now. You will know by the stillness. By the way the world quiets when their energy touches yours in spirit. By the unexpected synchronicities, the places you're suddenly drawn to, the names you keep hearing, the pull you feel in your soul to begin again. Beloved, love is not coming. Love is here. It is unfolding. And soon, it will manifest as someone who chooses you fully, who sees you clearly, who says, I didn't know what I was searching for until I found you. And you will smile, not in surprise, but in remembrance. You knew. Your soul always knew. Like this message if your spirit feels seen. Leave a comment below that says, I received this, or my soul remembers. Subscribe. And stay close to these divine whispers. This is your space of sacred confirmation. And now, as this message gently closes, know this, the loved one, you are never alone. You are eternally loved. You are seen by the divine in all your seasons. And you are being guided, step by step, breath by breath, back into the arms of a love that was written long before this life. Begin. Rest easy tonight. They are closer than ever. And the angels are surrounding your path with light. You are so deeply loved. Always. The loved one, before your soul chose this lifetime, you stood in the light of the divine and whispered, I am ready to remember love again. Not just any love, but a sacred, soul-spun, eternal connection. A love that transcends time, space, logic, and fear. A love that could shatter illusions and rebuild a new world inside your chest. You chose this path, not for ease, but for truth. You came here to awaken, to heal the lineage, to alchemize pain into wisdom, and to meet a love that reflected the very essence of what your soul already knows. That you are not meant to walk alone. There is a reason your spirit has been so restless lately. Why sleep feels like a doorway to visions you don't quite understand. Why you hear a name in the silence or feel a presence when no one else is near. It is because timelines are converging. Old karmic loops are closing. The future you've been praying for is finally echoing back into the now. Their soul is hearing the call. And every part of them is moving toward you. Even if they don't yet have your face, your vibration has become unmistakable. Like a lighthouse in the fog, you are guiding them home. And even in your quiet moments of doubt, even in the ache of loneliness, you have still been sending the signal. Come, I remember you. I am ready now. So let's speak of divine timing, dear one. Because sometimes, love delays not out of denial, but protection, not to punish you, but to refine the sacred fire between two souls. Your soulmate, your future spouse, is not just coming into your life. They are being called into alignment with your evolution. They could not have met you while carrying the weight of past wounds. They could not have seen you clearly through eyes still fogged with survival. Nor could you have held their heart with tenderness while your own was still bleeding. But now, there's space. Now, there's surrender. Now, your soul is ready to receive, not to chase, not to earn, but to receive. And what is meant for you will never pass you by. Especially not this. Especially not them. Beloved soul, do you notice how often your heart drifts to the thought of someone arriving? How you catch yourself daydreaming of warmth that wraps around you like safety? That is not fantasy. That is prophecy. Your soul is tapping into the frequency of what's to come. The hugs that feel like healing. The glances that say, I know you. The conversations that don't need explanations. Only presence. It is already written. Not in ink, but in energy. Not on paper, but in spirit. They are on their way. And what's more, they are preparing in ways you cannot yet see. They are making sacrifices. They are letting go of a life that no longer fits so they can step fully into the one that includes you. Somewhere, right now, they're looking out at a sunset, wondering why they feel the pull to leave. They're packing up a life that once felt like stability, but now feels like a cage. They are following a whisper, not knowing it's your soul that's been calling them all along. Let's talk about your remembrance, dear soul. Because love real, divine, soul deep love does not begin at first sight. It begins at first remembrance. When you meet them, you will not feel excitement. You will feel stillness, a sacred silence within. And knowing, you will look at them and think, there you are, not in desperation, not in fantasy, but in peaceful certainty, as if every cell in your being exhales and says, I've waited lifetimes to feel this again. And the beauty, they will feel it too, not as infatuation, but as a soft, overwhelming familiarity. as if your laugh lives somewhere in their memory, as if your presence was the missing lyric in their souls. Favorite song, dear one, I know, you've waited, you've wondered, you've asked the heavens, have you forgotten me? But the truth is, not for a single breath have you been forgotten. Every moment of solitude has been a divine appointment, every heartbreak a cleansing rain, every delay a redirection into your highest path. Even when you cried into your pillow, even when you doubted love was meant for you, even when you felt abandoned, the angels were circling. Your person was being prepared, and your name was being written into the next chapter with love, with care, with divine orchestration. So let me remind you now, there is no force stronger than a soul remembering its counterpart. No distance too far, no fear too loud, no mistake too great. What is meant for you will find you, because it is part of you, because it is you reflected in another's eyes. And when the time comes, the encounter won't feel like fate intervening. It will feel like fate finally catching up. Now, allow me to speak directly to your heart, to that tender, quiet part of you that still feels unworthy, still questions if you're too much, too broken, too late. Beloved, you are none of those things. You are exactly as you were meant to be. Your sensitivity is sacred. Your longing is holy. Your dreams are divine blueprints. There is nothing wrong with wanting love that feels like sanctuary. There is nothing foolish about believing in a soulmate. That belief comes from your soul's remembrance, and remembrance is the highest form of truth. And yes, you are allowed to rest while it comes. You are allowed to exhale the pressure of becoming. You do not need to be perfect for love to find you. You just need to be present in your heart, present in your healing, present in the subtle nudges of your intuition, because the signs are already unfolding. A dream that felt like a reunion, a song that stirred something ancient, a city that suddenly pulls on your spirit, a name that keeps showing up. A deep, unshakable peace that comes without reason. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations, and every one of them is saying the same thing. Prepare the space. They are coming. So what do you do now? You stay open. You stay soft. You stay faithful, not in desperation, but in trust. You keep nurturing your heart. You keep honoring your soul's growth. You keep choosing love, even in the absence of its form. Because when it does arrive, it will not be subtle. It will not leave you guessing. It will not be quiet in its devotion. It will feel like sunlight through stained glass, like poetry in the silence, like 100 lifetimes saying yes all at once. Beloved one, your future spouse is not just coming. They are aligning, relocating, releasing, responding to the sacred pull that only your soul can create. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to fear missing it. Because love like this isn't fragile. It is divinely timed. It is soul magnetized. And it is inevitable. Let this message be your permission to hope again, to dream without apology, to believe without shame, to love yourself more deeply in the waiting than you ever have before. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be, so that love can arrive where it's always meant. To that your person is not lost. They are being led. And every sign, every shift, every strange sense of something changing is the universe whispering, stay ready. You are about to remember what you never truly forgot.